Hello Leo, and welcome to your December 2024 tarot reading here at Marion K Tarot. Welcome back, or welcome to. Did I just say that, Leo? I don't know. You know I don't edit these videos, so if I have, then there's your giggle. So, last month of the year. Wow, we made it. We got here. It's been a time, hasn't it? Especially for you guys. So we are using the Yuletide Tarot because it's December, obviously. We've got a wee bit of festivities going on with my reading cloth here. And I have pulled out this oracle that I only got in October. Because for some reason, Jane Austen books make me feel like festive. It's a Jane Austen oracle. And I think it's because I've got these childhood memories of watching BBC Jane Austen adaptations on the TV on a Sunday evening in the winter time when it's cold outside. And I always, every year, some people, sometimes you reread a book every year. And I reread Pride and Prejudice. There, newsflash, Leo, I might be a secret romantic after all. I'm not really, but who can resist Mr. Darcy's charms? So yeah, I reread Pride and Prejudice every Christmas, every Yule time. So this is why. Okay, so let's see what the Jane Austen oracle has got for Leo first of all. Then we will dive into the tarot, and we're clarifying with the good old trusty Waitsmith. So let's see, what have we got for Leo? What have we got for Leo? What's Leo saying here? Right, Leo, what you got? Oh, interesting. Probably a very un-Leo-like message, I believe. So we have got shy and inaccessible. Take action to meet new people. Well, if ever there was a month of the year to meet new people, with opportunities to meet new people, it's surely December. So, have you been feeling a bit shy, Leo? It's not like you. You've been feeling a bit... Is it too people-y out there? Is that what it is? Let's see. Let's see what the tarot has to say about that. So, I do actually know a couple of Leos who, it's not so much they're shy, it's just they've not had the most opportunities to be with people, shall we say. Let's see. Give some cards, please, for Leo for December 2024, please. So I hope you're all right, Leo. Hope the shiftingness and the restless energy you've got going on, but then right enough you just get Pluto moved into your opposite sign, haven't you? Right, let's see. You've got Krampus, which is akin to the devil in this deck. It's 3 of candles, the 3 of wands. Page of good cheer, which is the page of cups. Look, it's 4 of gifts. It's the 4 of pentacles. We get the 9 of candles, which is the 9 of wands. And we have got the Queen of good cheer, which is a Queen of cups. Okay, let's see. The energy we've got at the bottom of the deck, we have got the Child, which in this deck is the Fool. So, certainly new beginnings approaching. Or is this the problem? There's been a new beginning because, let's face it, Leo, a lot of you have made major shifts this year. A lot of you have made actual physical moves, and it's been quite the adventure, and it's been quite certainly personally for the Leos that I know that are in my own circle of friends, it's been pretty traumatic at times. It's been a lot. And this Krampus card is very apt with that, you know, because like, as I say, this is Trump 15, you know, so it's like there's a girl there, you know, and she's eating the apples, and the boy there, they're trying to, you know, the chains are on his wrists, and you know, is he getting in the basket, or is he escaping out of the basket? Then you get Krampus there, you know, in the kind of background, and for me, it feels almost like, it feels like for a lot of you, if you made a physical move, or even if you made a move like a job, etc., it feels to me like you may be feeling like you've jumped out of the fire and out of the frying pan and into the fire. Don't know how many you know that expression, but that's what it feels like for some of you, whereby you're like, right, you had your goals set, you know, you had this 3 of candles, let's like waiting for things to get better, and I think that's a theme. You know, you're kind of waiting for things to get better, but then every so often something just comes along to put, you know, to scupper it. You know, every time you think you're getting a hold on your new circumstances, there's just another fly in the ointment, another annoyance, another thing to make you question if you've done the right thing. I think overall, Leo, you know what? A lot of you followed your heart, and a lot of you followed what you thought was the right thing. And I do still hold true with that. You know, it's better to go and try something than always be wondering. But I think, you know, it's just coming to terms with the new circumstances, coming to terms with this full like energy, you know. Maybe you thought, you know, it's funny as I'm looking at this here, you know, it's like this wee child, you know, he's looking up, or they're looking up the chimney, you know, waiting to see if anybody actually comes down the chimney, you know, and there's no gifts under the tree here, but there's a gift sitting there on the seat, you know, and have they even noticed that? You know, have they just looked at the tree and said, oh well, there's nothing there, and they've went directly towards the chimney, expecting, you know, someone to appear there with gifts? And whilst I'm not suggesting for a second that you are ignoring or you're gaslighting yourself, you know, I'm not suggesting that for a second, but it's almost like, you know, you this kind of a, maybe this kind of Pollyanna type idea in your head that everything was going to be like it was in your head, and the reality hasn't lived up to that because of various circumstances out with your control. And it's maybe, you know, you're kind of a, this page of good cheer, which is the page of cups, you know. I mean, let's be honest here, you know, if you're the person who is maybe, you know, so there's a punch bowl there, right? So that would indicate that there is more than one person, you know, at this gathering. There's a gathering going on, whether it's a party, whether it's just people coming round. It would suggest that there's more than one person there. And this individual clearly looks as if they're drinking themselves in the kitchen. And if you have ever been to a party, the real party really takes place in the kitchen. I'm just saying. At least in my experience, it does. House parties take place in the kitchen. That's where the cool people go. Or back in the day, that's where the smokers went before, you know, we get told to get outside. I don't smoke anymore. Still miss it. Anyway, so Leo, you know, that it looks like, you know, she's maybe kind of drinking herself, and it might be a case where you kind of feel like, oh well, there's no point, you know. It's just it's past the stage of no return. You know, it's like you're maybe kind of feeling a bit trapped. But in actual fact, I don't think you are. I think, remember, this is a page of good cheer. So the page is about learning new things, you know, emotionally coming to terms with what has went on, you know, what has happened up until this point, Leo, and coming to terms with that fact that whilst it isn't what you expected it to be, you're still happy that you did what you did. You know, whether it's a job move, whether it's the house move, whether it's a shift in your personal consciousness, your shift in your personal understanding of something. I think, you know, the Four of Gifts, which is Four of Pentacles, maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn as well. You know, there seems to be a odd number of Leos who spend time with Capricorns. You know, these are odd bedfellows, I'm not going to lie. I always find it a bit strange when I meet a Leo and Capricorn couple. But, you know, to each their own. That's Four of Pentacles, you know, don't hold so tightly on to this perfect dream or this perfect vision that you had in your head, because it'll just lead to disappointment, you know, in this Nine of Candles, which is the Nine of Swords. No, sorry, it's the Nine of Wands, you know, so it's that kind of a weariness, you know, it's like this bag is clearly get like wet, etc., and the candles have fallen out, and the person here, they don't know, or it doesn't appear that they know. So there's just that kind of a weariness, you know, going on, that kind of wounded soldier, if you like, energy. And, you know, it's interesting to the point where even if there's only one bag snapped here, you know, there's only one bottom out the bag, the rest of the bags here are intact. You know, so again, it feels like concentrating on how you have got to this place in time. You know, for some of you, it may have always felt like a distant dream. You know, maybe you always felt like you would permanently be in, you know, the Ace of Wands energy, where you have this passionate idea and this passionate adventure that you want to take, but you can't take it. But you've bypassed that, you know, you've got to this place. And ultimately, you know, we've got the Queen of Good Cheer, which is the Queen of Cups. So it's very much that energy where, and again, it's that kitchen scene, but it's a very different kitchen scene. You know, it looks like she's received some mail, and she's a much happier person there. She's raising a glass, she's got a crystal ball, you know, which would indicate, you know, about using her intuition, you know, following her intuition. You get a full moon there. So maybe the full moon. What would it be actually? The full moon in Gemini. You know, I mean, who doesn't love a Gemini full moon? You know, it could well be that there is an opportunity here for you to let go of the illusions, you know, and decipher between what's illusion and what's intuition. You know, follow your intuition. I had a similar message for Aries. So, you know, just trust the process, you know, because you followed your intuition to go to where you've went, wherever that is, you know, or whatever it is you've done. You've followed your intuition, so keep trusting it. It won't let you down, Leo. So let's see, what have we got? Let's see, what do we want to clarify? Let me see, Leo. Leo, we're going to clarify Krampus. Tell me about Krampus. The thief, the child thief, child catcher. Let me see. What's it? You know, is it maybe something where like your inner child is being ignored? when you feel like it's trapped. Let's see. So we've got death. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Right. Okay. So I would suggest that this kind of a this. I'll try to say here. This entrapped feeling, you know, it's not going to live, it's not going to last forever. Well, it's not going to live forever because it's a death card, if we want to take it like that. It feels very much where you lean into that fixed sign energy, because death is a card of Scorpio, right? But even though I'm reading for you, Leo, I'm not confused. But maybe taking a bit of a cue from Scorpio energy, in the fact that during December it's time for things to it's time for things to go, you know, and that could be physical surroundings whereby, you know, it's coming to the end of the year and we're preparing for the new year, and it might be, well, the new calendar year. It could be that, well, you're wanting to clean out and clear out. That's what it feels like. Tidy up and clear out the trash, really, you know, the energetic trash that's maybe been following you about. Maybe you've moved clutter from one place to another place, you know. Was a move meant to be a fresh start? And I don't just mean that physically, you know, it could may well be the outdated ways to think about yourself, you know, outdated ways of working. Because, you know, say for instance, Leo, right, you have changed jobs, right? Let's just say you've changed jobs and you've changed companies, and you've essentially got an opportunity to reinvent yourself, you know, because if nobody knows you, then, you know, you can reinvent yourself, you can be whoever you like. So keep that in mind, Leo. And if you were maybe a bit shy and inaccessible previously in a previous job, in a previous area that you lived in for one reason or another, you know, try being you. You know, try a different version of you, Leo. You never know. You might just like it. So let's have a look at this 9 of Candles. Nine of Candles is the 4 of Cups. Yeah, it's that kind of melancholy feeling again, you know. It's feeling like, oh well, it's just everything's rubbish. But, and again, I am not dismissing or diminishing anybody's situations or what they may have been through, may not have been through, etc. over the last wee while. But let's try, you know, let's try and find a wee something to smile about every day, you know. Could be you opened your eyes again today, right? Could be that. So wee bit of, yeah, it's not as bleak, and it's always darkest before the dawn. So remember that, Leo, okay? Bring that beautiful sunshine to the world that you exude, because there is people who are simply waiting with bated breath to meet you and to connect with you, Leo. Okay? Right, you take care. Have a beautiful festive period, however you celebrate. I will put a community post about my year ahead readings. There will not be as many this year as previous years due to availability. I've just got so much going on, but I still wanted to offer it. So look out for the community post. Okay, my darlings, you take good care of yourself, and I will see you in the new year. Bye-bye.